Hey, Wellness Wonders, what is up? How is your Saturday so far? Thank you for watching this vlog. It's your Saturday coffee chat. But since today's topic is maybe a little deeper, I thought maybe you could grab your favorite drink. I'm doing hot cocoa. And just get comfortable. And so yeah, let's get started. It's that wellness girl. How are you guys? And I thought we'd start with well, actually I don't know. A lot of things. So it's February, and February has been called the month of love, which makes a lot of sense when you consider that February 14 is St. Valentine's Day. I'm not going to get into that. But the idea is that on Valentine's Day, it's a day for for couples. It's a day for maybe those who were single to get together. It's supposed to be one of the most romantic days of the year, and that's absolutely fantastic. And I look forward to Valentine's Day. I've also been made aware that it's called Singles Awareness Day, or SAD. So for those who are single and don't have somebody, they kind of have formed their own day, which is absolutely fantastic. But the meaning behind both of those, to me, it means that it feels like you're still waiting on somebody else to love you, waiting on somebody else to find your happiness. And that is not what the whole wellness thing means to me. So today I want to talk about self-love. And if February is the month of love, why wouldn't you start with yourself? Makes sense to me. So, self-love. It's a very, very big topic, maybe very overused term in a way. It's the big thing, last year and this year, hashtag self-love. But it is so important. Like, I can't even begin to emphasize how important it is. And it's a journey. It's a lifetime journey. And if you are someone, like me or others out there who went through a lot in your early life that didn't lead to a lot of self-love, you are undoing that mindset for however many years. For me, it's about 2 decades that I'm working through. I've definitely made a lot of progress in the last 2 years. I'm pretty proud of myself, but I'm not there yet, and I know that. There are still days where, like, I look in the mirror and, like this little blotchy part on my face, I'm like, oh my god, like, why won't it just go away? Why can't I just have clear skin? I've got a little fold on my stomach from having 2 emergency C-sections, and it's just skin. It's not fat. But I look at it in the mirror sometimes, and because it's skin, it's a little bit loose. It's maybe a little jigglier than it could be. I'm like, oh my god, why? Like, I'm never gonna get to wear a bikini because of this. And then I have to take a step back and I have to go, whoa, girl, like, you've come so far. Don't think this way anymore. And that's for everybody out there. Like, there's other things to look at. Don't look at your imperfections. Don't look at, because you are your biggest critic. And yes, it's another thing that you keep hearing, over and over and over, and to the point where maybe, yes, it has lost its punch with a lot of people. But it is so true. Like, the little things that you see on yourself, other people are not seeing. And if they are, they need to step out of your life, because you don't need that kind of negativity. So here's the thing. How do you get past it? How do you get to the point where you start to feel that love inside of you? Because it is true what they say. If you do not feel love inside of for yourself, of yourself, you're not going to get it from anywhere else. It doesn't matter who you're with, or any, your boyfriend, your husband, your significant other, your girlfriend, your parents, your sisters, your bestie. You're not going to fully appreciate what is inside you, the love that is possible, if you do not, and what you are capable of, and what others see in you, if you do not learn to see it yourself. So what you need to start doing, and you could do this in any way you want, every single morning, write down or say out loud or look in a mirror or record yourself saying it, list 5 things that you love about yourself. And you can say it like, I am strong, or I am an awesome mother, or I know how to set boundaries, or I know how to prioritize, whether that's time or people or whatever. Find 5 things about yourself that you absolutely love. It can be as simple as I love my hair color, or I love my eyes, or, a piece of jewelry that you wear. I love how this looks on me, or I love how this makes me feel. But something about you that you like about yourself. So maybe not so much jewelry, but like something physically, mentally, emotionally about you that you like. 5 of those every single day. Then, and I want 5. Okay? Every day. Don't chip out and do like 3 or 2 or, ignore it for a day. 5 every single day. And remember, 21 days makes a habit. So you got to do it for at least 21 days before it starts to become second nature. This one's a little easier. That doesn't make it right. List 5 things that you don't like about yourself, and then take those 5 things and put a positive spin on it. That's where it gets a little more difficult. So something like, in my case, I don't like the little fold of skin on my stomach. But I have that because I was able to bring 2 amazing boys into this world, and I do not regret that. So that little fold of skin is showing me that I was able to bring 2 amazing lives into this world. I'll deal with that. They bring me so much joy. They're so funny. A little too loud for videos though, especially ones like this. So that's how I put that positive spin on. And, it just means that maybe I work out a little bit longer than some, longer period of I don't like 1 hour workouts. So I will do like half-hour workouts several times a week. But maybe instead of getting the body that I want in a year, it takes me 2 years. Oh, well, I just have to stay committed. It's another thing. So for me, just my body type, the way that it is, and it's been a struggle for years. I put on muscle through my shoulders, through my chest, my arms. It's fairly, I'm short, but I'm not petite through here. There's a lot of muscle. And trying to find t-shirts, cute t-shirts even, that fit, good luck. I put them over my head, I try to get my arms in there, and I'm like this. I'm like, I can't move, I can't bring my arms down. If I do manage to get them over my arms, they're pulled tight across here, and I can't move, and it's just the most uncomfortable thing ever. The stretch across here, it does not look cute anymore. It looks like I'm trying to fit into something 2 sizes too small, even if it's an XL. Struggle is real. So that's always been a struggle. Like, okay, what do I do? So here's the positive spin I can put on it. Yeah, maybe my arms are too big for these t-shirts, but either A, I can alter them, make them sleeveless, or it just means I'm really, really strong. I am fairly strong. I can lift a lot. I can move a lot. I can carry a lot of stuff, and I'm very proud of that. My boys are 3 and 7 almost, and probably between the 2 of them, they weigh 100 pounds. And I can lift up both of them and carry them up and down my stairs a couple times. I call it the mommy workout. I get my weights and I get my cardio. All at once. How's that for a time saver? And so, I can't do it forever. But when other people lift up my boys, they can't believe how heavy they are. And they've got the same thing I do. They're a ton of muscle. They're so active, but they don't look like they would weigh a lot. So other people lift them up and then they're like, do you have any idea how strong your kid is? I'm like, yes, I do. And I'm proud of that. And I'm proud of the fact that I can lift them. So you can do that. You can list out 5 positive things, 5 things that you don't necessarily like, and then figure out how to make them positive. That's one way. 2, do what makes you happy. Wear what makes you happy. Is there a cute top that you like that maybe you haven't really been feeling because you don't know how it's going to fit on you? Find a way to make it work. Or just go out and wear it. You know, if people are going to judge, they're going to judge. That's their problem, not yours. Just let it roll off you. That's another thing. Learn to let things roll off you. Judgments of others is coming from something inside themselves. They're judging you because of how they feel. And it's so hard to ignore for a while, but once you do, oh, the freedom. Seriously. Like, I developed at an early age. I was like 9 and 10 when, you know, I started getting like the curves and started having to wear the training bra. And I was a couple years ahead of a lot of the girls that I knew who were all still like tall, thin, skinny, you know, whatever, pre-adolescent girls. So that was hard. But because I got the curves early, you know, I got the hips, I got the butt, I got teased, like, you know, ooh, she's got a big butt. I mean, now it's fashionable to have a big butt, but for like 10 years, I was so insecure. Partially too because I couldn't fit into anything because the fashion industry does not make clothes for women with curves. That's changing, thank goodness, but I still haven't worn jeans for like 2 years because, you know, why put myself through that? Being short and curvy, it doesn't seem to work in the fashion industry. You either have to be like tall and thin or short and wide or whatever. But I've got the waist, and then I've got the hips, and then I've got the legs that come down. You know, there's supposed to be that nice hourglass shape that supposedly is so wanted, and yet they can't make clothes for it. So I was so worried that everything I wore overly enhanced my hips and overly enhanced my butt. I was so sure at one point that my butt was like 2 miles behind me. That's how big I felt it was. And I'm a short person too, so it just felt that much more exaggerated. Like, you know, if I had been like 4 inches taller, I probably would have been a little happier. But again, that was something else. I was not loving what I had, what was inside me. And it took a long time for me to be okay with the way that my shape is, the way that my body is. Yes, working out and toning up helped, not because it made me thinner, because it didn't really, but it did tone me up to a point where I could see that the shape was changing a little bit. I felt more proportionate. Now, that's not to say that working out is going to solve all your issues, because if you still don't love what's inside, it's really hard to love what's outside. But it felt like I was doing something about it instead of just being a victim of it. I stopped getting into that poor me mentality, and I started doing something. And I think it was the act of doing something about it and getting some results was helpful. So yeah, find something that you like to wear. For me, it's usually sleeveless shirts, tank tops, or, you know, short sleeve, or, you know, something where I can move my arms. Leggings I have become a very big fan of, especially if they're well made, you know, not something, you know, cheap that's going to fall apart on me in a couple days, because I will wear them every single day, 24 hours a day. But a couple of years ago, I couldn't even picture myself in leggings because I would have felt like I was squeezing into something 2 sizes too small for me, regardless of the size. That was something I had to overcome. And then once I realized how comfortable I felt in them and actually how good I could look in them, and that was just a change of mindset, you know, because I'm pretty sure I looked exactly the same 2 years ago as I do today, but something changed in there, and suddenly I'm like, you know, hey, I'm pretty damn hot wearing these leggings. This shirt, it says beautiful, but the U, Y-O-U, it's you, so be you. This was a shirt that I bought because I loved the message on it, but this is the first time since I bought it 5 years ago that I've actually been comfortable wearing it. Go figure. I love how it fits on me now. Like, it hugs in all the right places. But before, I would have been concerned about how it like pulled across here, and, you know, maybe, you know, that I was trying to squeeze too much into there. I decided to just go for it today, and it actually worked out because we're having this coffee chat about self-love. So I love what's going on here. And that's something I couldn't say 2 years ago. So it's little things like the 3 that I just shared, that have helped me in my journey. And it is something you're going to have to do actively, not for just the 21 days, but for every day of your life until it becomes second nature. But I promise you, it is so worth it. I've come so far in the last 2 years. Like, you have no idea. Oh, sorry. It's... Yeah. I can't believe it. Like, the last... Well, maybe it's getting closer to 3 years now because we're in 2019. But, like, it's been so transformative. I can't imagine. I can't. It's amazing. And it's emotional. It is. Like, this could be you one day. I hope it is, really. It's so freeing and amazing. So, seriously, give those things a try. Positive things about yourself every day. Turn the negatives into positives. Wear something that makes you happy. What was the third thing? I can't remember what the third thing is. But, do what makes you happy. Wear what makes you happy. Be what makes you happy. Eat what makes you happy. Not to say that you need to overindulge if what you like to eat is something like cheesecake or something like that. But don't live a restrictive lifestyle, because that's not going to make you happy, and that's actually going to lead to problems later on, because when you binge, you're going to feel guilty. So it's about moderation, yes. It's about finding what makes you happy, yes. It's about working on it every single day. It's going to be a journey. My journey... The good part of my journey has been over the last 3 years. As I said, it's stuff that has been happening to me for the last 2 decades. That's 2/3 of my life right there. For some people it's less, for some people it's more. It's your journey. I can help you. That's what I do. It's the coaching, it's the wellness. It's about finding that self-love. And hopefully this video helps. If it does, please press subscribe. And if, coaching and finding your wellness and being able to say, yes, I love myself today and forever is something that you want to do, something that you want to be able to accomplish, look me up, thatwellnessspot.com, and let's talk. I've got some new courses coming out. So yeah, February, it's the month of love. Have love for you and your partner and yourself. And, this month isn't just for couples, it's for you as well. Whether you're single or not, you need that self-love. It's the only thing that's going to get you through. It's not selfish, it's not vanity, it's not narcissistic. That's a whole different thing. You are allowed to love everything here, inside and out. And just go, flow with it. Let it happen. It'll get easier to be able to accept compliments. I didn't used to be able to accept a compliment to save my life, which drove a lot of people nuts, but I didn't feel like I deserved them, because I didn't love what I was seeing. One of the things, this is the hardest thing you'll ever do, but it is, again, so worth it in the end. And again, it's going to have to be something that you do every day. Look in the mirror for a good minute at that person looking back at you and tell them, I love you. Because when you say it and you see it being said and you hear it, it changes everything. And it's going to be hard. The first couple of days, you're going to be like, what am I doing? What is this nonsense? What is this craziness? You're going to feel silly. You might even laugh at yourself. You might even try to not do it. Please do it every single day until you start to feel it, until you start to believe it. I can't tell you when that's going to happen because it's different for everybody. But once you start to feel it, you're going to love it. You really will. So that's all for today on our Saturday coffee chat. Thanks for tuning in. Remember, you are a wellness wonder, and this month is all about you. So I will see you guys next time. Remember, anything you want to do this year, you can do it. Make it so. See you guys.